Welcome to Up On Sports, Basketball Edition. I'm your host, Wes Coast. Hey, champ!
Hey, what's going on?
What you doing here, man?
How you doing?
Hey, man, call time for another 15 minutes, baby. What you doing here?
Hey, is that my belt?
No, this ain't your belt, man. This my belt. This my birthday belt. I got this for my birthday.
Okay,
I just had a birthday.
You said you were gonna get my belt polished and ready to go, so I thought that was it, you know. But
Your belt's not ready yet. They just put some more diamonds in yours.
okay, I got
This one's for my birthday for being a champion host.
Okay, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
And congratulations for pulling off the triple double.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was a grind, but I got it through.
Yeah, you
My boys came through. What can I say?
did it again, champ. Pulled it off, man.
Hey, you're a hell of a competitor. Hell of a competitor.
Thank you. You were great too. You were great in victory, brother.
Okay, I'll be waiting for my belt though.
Nah, it's coming.
I don't want no rope like last year. Man, you know you did me dirty with that one.
More diamonds. They got more
Okay,
diamonds.
okay.
It's coming.
I believe you. I'm gonna get my drink.
Let me give a shout out to my co-host, the Natural AP, who blessed his boy with this right here for his B-Day. On today's edition of Up On Sports, we're going to cover Eastern Conference, Western Conference playoffs. We'll go.
Oh my god, this is so good. Seriously, so good. This is orange citrus. I recommend it. I'm gonna try the others. This is amazing. It's also
First segment, Up On Sports. I'm joined by my co-host for today, Andy G.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. My other co-host, the champ is here, DK.
How you doing, Buffalo? How you holding up, man?
Yeah, man, it's been tough, man. It's been
Yeah.
tough, man. But,
It was a good match, man. It was a good match.
It was classic. You know, it came down to the last game, the last day,
Oh,
the
man.
last guys. You beat me 4-3.
4-3. Oh, that's a tough one.
4-3.
It was tied. Let me tell you something. The last game of the night, Lakers, Utah.
That's what it came down to?
We were tied 4-4. And his boy Shelvin Mack comes out, and I don't know if it was a traveling or he just threw it to a fan in the stands or something like that. But it was one of those blatant turnovers.
fluky plays.
Yeah, and
When you look
and
back,
getting-
you see the basketball
and he lost
gods.
a turnover by one.
No, we were tied. We were tied.
Oh, okay. We tied the blocks.
And you got the tiebreaker?
We tied turnovers. We tied
blocks.
blocks. Because then Cole Aldridge came through for you.
3 blocks. Mirotic had 3 blocks.
Mirotic had 3 blocks.
You had
Finally
Mirotic in there?
Yeah, I drafted him
God.
both leagues.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
I ended up with Mirotic in our league.
okay, yeah.
I traded Mirotic, to get D'Angelo Russell, hometown boy, Laker man.
Like that,
I had
like
to do
that.
it. I had to do it. I got faith in Mirotic. He came through for me in the finals in your league. I would have kept him in mind, but I wanted to get D'Angelo as a keeper. But we can talk about that
Yeah, we'll
another
talk
time.
about
We
that.
try to
we'll
break
get into
down
that.
the,
Yeah, man. We'll get into
playoff
that.
brackets.
You pulled off the triple double. I give you props, champ. You pulled
hard to
off
do that.
Thank
three.
you. I appreciate it.
3 years in a row in your
It
league.
was-
2 years in a row in mine.
It
So
was a hell of a grind. It was a hell of a grind. I've had some incredible opponents, and your team put up an incredible fight. Unfortunately, somebody had to lose, and
unfortunately, but you earned a champ. But let me ask you, Andy G. What's your team? Let's let the people know where are you from. What's
Well, in our league, I'm OGG. I got my team. I got LeBron. You guys know that.
oh, you got a stack.
No,
squad.
tell me about your real. Who
Oh,
you-
my
your real
basketball
basketball team. Your
Well,
real
Lakers.
You're a Lakers
The
fan.
Lakers.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Who's your favorite player of all times?
Kobe Bryant, the greatest basketball player in the history of basketball.
Okay. He
That's
put that
my
out
opinion.
there.
I
He
know.
put that out
Okay,
there.
Oh, we've had our arguments
Yeah.
before.
He
This
thinks it's
won't be the
Magic
first
Johnson.
time.
It's
This won't be the
okay.
first
As long
time.
I gotta side with the champ. I gotta
Hey,
side with the champ.
As long
man.
as it's a Laker. We can all agree on that.
There's valid, arguments for both sides.
Hey,
You
Kobe-
could talk about that all day long, and neither player would be wrong.
The thing with me is when Kobe scored the 81, I knew right then and there that that's the greatest thing I've ever seen happen on a basketball court.
Hey,
You know?
people, I'll say this about the 81. That was within the flow of the offense too, man. That 81 was great.
They were losing that game at
We were
halftime.
getting blown out. Like it was like, hey, Kobe.
Single-handedly.
I was sitting. I can remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting at home on my couch watching the Lakers losing that game, and then that happening. And,
And the way he went out that last game.
And the thing is,
against the Jazz.
I believe he had 26 in that 81 game by halftime. This game against the Jazz, he had like 24 points, and I remember telling my friend, I'm like, don't worry, that's not that bad. On the 81 night, he only had like 26 at half.
Yeah,
So
that night was crazy.
I saw that 60 coming, man, for some reason.
He said, I see the 60.
I told my friend, I was like, look, he has 24, it's possible to get like 40 or 50. Once he passed 50, I was like, he might get 60, and he got the 60.
That was an incredible performance.
that was great.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to cover that.
One of the greatest ways to go out of, in the history of pro sports. No,
Kobe went
every
out-
player would wish they could retire like that.
Kobe went out how only Kobe could. How
Only
Kobe should
could
go
do it.
out.
Yeah.
Putting up 50 shots.
Yep.
That was it.
That was it.
That's what we paid for.
So that's gonna be the one non-playoff team, scrub team we're gonna talk about. Now we're gonna get to the playoffs.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So we got we're gonna start off with the Eastern Conference. First matchup, Cleveland, Detroit.
It's an easy one, yeah.
You can get the broom out.
All right, everybody's
It's gonna be a sweep.
Okay, sweep.
Cleveland.
Everybody here is going Cleveland.
Detroit's gonna get their feet wet in the playoffs with the Van Gundy era. These
Yeah.
young guys are gonna get,
And it's
they're
good
gonna
for
get
them.
an experience.
Reggie Jackson, brother.
They're gonna get some
Yes.
experience.
How many games is Reggie Jackson gonna steal?
He might steal one.
One.
He might
Maybe,
steal one.
Maybe. I don't
know if they've got the rest of the pieces that could keep. I don't know if Marcus Morris can keep up with Kevin Love. I don't know if they got anybody that can
Drummond.
keep up.
I like Drummond. I think Drummond's a hell of a player.
But Van Gundy right now, man, I don't know what he's doing over there. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you personally, Drummond's my franchise player.
Yeah.
Both leagues. He's got me multiple titles. I love the man. But Van Gundy does not seem to trust him with his free throw issues. and that's gonna backfire on him. Because you see, there's another
Because Van
situation.
Gundy puts points on the board.
Look.
And if you're not putting points on the board, which is at the free throw line in any way, shape, or form, Van Gundy's like, you know
He doesn't
what?
want it.
In crunch time, I'll go with you, but in crunch time, I need to put points on the board.
But listen to this. Doc Rivers with DeAndre Jordan in LA.
He goes with
He's
it.
going the exact opposite
Oh,
route.
well,
He says, I'm going to give you confidence.
Yeah.
And in turn, that makes him play harder on the defensive end.
It does.
What he does to Drummond, he's getting checked out of the game because he's like, if I miss this free throw, I'm going to be sitting on the bench. He ain't got the trust of his coach, and that's affecting his play on the block. His effort, his hustle, the things that he's
Yeah.
good for,
That's
he's
what
not
take a
bringing
guy-
it because he's got that lack of
I feel
confidence with his
like-
coach.
I
And
feel
I think
like
that's
that's what-
kind of messing with his head, I think.
I feel like that's what Indiana did with Hibbert. I feel like there was a point in time where Hibbert could have been an offensive weapon, and I just felt
It was
like
a playoff series when he was averaging 20 and 10.
and I felt like once they stopped feeding him the ball, he just kind of was like,
He was out of it.
like give me the ball, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like, and now he's like mentally checked out. And
I think Drummond has more potential than Hibbert ever did, though.
Oh, that's no question. But
Okay.
you could.
It's a good comparison, but
I watch a lot of games.
well, because Hibbert had a nice
He was
where
playing
he
good
was
at that
looking
time.
like
That was his ceiling
when he
right
was
there.
looking like a guy that was going to be at least 15 points a game. Like he
Yeah.
was looking like maybe
he
even
was
20
He was
for a second.
He was.
for a second.
Playoffs, he was. Playoffs, he definitely
And then,
was. There
you
was
know,
some series
he
where was
started
averaging 20 and
barking.
10.
He started barking, feed the big dog, and
He got 2 points in one game.
and they was like,
Yeah.
"Get
Yeah, get out of here. You ain't getting no 20 shots.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Toronto, Indiana. I think that's an exciting one.
that's
At
the
present
series.
time, really quick, let me let the viewers know. At present time, Indiana's won the first game. So for us, it's kind of like, all right.
Indiana's up 1-0. Okay.
You know,
on their home court in Toronto.
This is the most intriguing matchup in the playoffs right now, I think. I don't see any blowouts happening. I see it going all the way to 7. And Toronto has a reason to be worried. They might be upset here.
Paul George, I love to see Paul George
He's a
back in the
superstar.
playoffs. It's just great to see what he can do.
Big Paul George fan. I love his game.
Yeah, I
Me
love
too.
Paul George right now, man. It's hard for me to. I would like to pick Indiana over Toronto. It's 2, but I feel like it's 2 against 1. You have DeRozan and Lowry versus Paul George.
Yeah.
Team-wise, Toronto has the better team.
And Toronto has the better team.
They're more complete. They got the big men. And the X factor I want to bring up, if he can get healthy, is Damari Carroll. If this guy can get back to his defensive ways guarding the perimeter defender, the perimeter
Absolutely.
offensive player.
Yeah, that
LeBron
helps.
James is the
You need
Kevin
that, if you
Durant.
need that.
If he has that, and he brings a little bit to the offensive end, he's not a dud on that end either. He's a good spot up 3-point shooter. You leave him open in the corner, he's gonna kill you. So I mean, the way
He's a
he
scrappy
plays,
piece.
he's the glue. So you got your playmakers, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan. You have your anchor, Valanciunas. And to
Yeah.
back him up, you got Bismack Biyombo, another underrated guy.
He's been
very
playing well.
solid
Oh my God.
defenders, rim protector.
Boards.
Eats them up. So in any team you want to have success, you got to have some competent big men if you're going to play a guard-oriented scheme. And they got all the pieces. I like Toronto. I like them. I
Indiana-
think they're going to take the matchup.
Indiana's gonna give them a
Taking
run for their
Toronto.
money.
But it's gonna be tough. It ain't gonna be easy.
No, it's not gonna be easy.
They're already down 0-1.
They're already
so,
down a game, and-
they're already in the hole. But they're not a team that can. They're afraid of winning on the road. I think they can go into Indiana and take one there. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
I'm gonna take. I mean, Toronto is the more complete team. Man, I really like Paul George, and he's really hungry this year. He wants. He's hungry. Can he overcome this deficit?
By himself.
And that's the thing. They're
You know?
not the Indiana Pacers we're used to seeing.
All right, I'll
a
take
couple years
Toronto.
ago.
I'll take Toronto, man.
I will say this: if Monte Ellis and George Hill come and they play to the best of their ability,
Georgia.
they're going to win the series.
Miles Turner needs to play.
They're going to win the
Miles
series.
Turner.
If Monte Ellis,
He 5 blocks a game. If he could play like that in the playoffs.
yeah. But Toronto's got the big men.
Mm-hmm.
Valanciunas and
Valanciunas
Biyombo, they're
has-
a
yeah.
handful,
Yeah,
So
they are.
Indiana, Mahimi had what? Hey man, how you doing? You all right, man? Still thinking about the finals?
What?
You still thinking about the finals?
Someone say Georgia?
George Hill? Oh man, that's your boy, huh? He let you down that last day, the last couple games. Man, I apologize, man. I didn't mean to bring that up on camera.
Somebody say Miles Turner?
Miles Turner? Oh yeah,
That's your boy.
that 5 blocks, huh? He gave me those 5 blocks in the finals. That was pretty impressive. I like Miles Turner. That's a good shout out.
You know what? I'm going with Indiana.
Oh,
I like
okay.
Indiana. I'm going
All right,
with Paul
going-
George.
Going for the upset.
I'm going for the upset.
Yeah. Okay.
Opposite you.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
You. I'm just kidding.
It's okay. We can't agree on everything.
No, you know what? But I do like the guard tandem. I think Monte Ellis is a baller, and so
I like Monte.
He is
you know,
the X factor.
He is a baller.
He
Like,
is the X
straight
factor.
up.
You know what Granger's
And with
gonna
Paul-
give you every night.
Granger.
I'm sorry, Paul George.
Paul George.
You know what Paul George is gonna give you. I still think Granger plays for the Pacers.
Because it was an abrupt ending, man. 1 minute,
It was,
it was
yeah.
like we was all like, "Oh
Yeah.
man, Granger's
Well,
done." Yo, Granger?
What happened to him?
I might continue
What happened?
saying Granger in this conversation when talking about
Hey,
the
Granger,
Pacers.
I gotta say, coming out of what was it, UNLV?
Mhm.
He was an incredible scorer.
He was.
No,
He was an
was-
incredible scorer.
yeah.
Before Paul George, a lot of people may not know, but he was the face of Indiana.
He was.
Yeah,
Every
And
time,
unfortunately, injuries, took
every
its
time I
toll.
talk about Indiana Pacers basketball, I just think Granger. So that's why that happened. But Paul George, you know what
Reggie
he's
Miller.
gonna give you, and Reggie Miller. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm talking like modern day though.
yeah,
You know.
modern day.
Mhm.
It is. It's Granger.
You can tell he's young. You can tell he's
Yeah.
young.
That's what I grew up watching.
You say
That's what I
Indiana,
grew up
man. You
watching.
gotta go. You gotta think Reggie Miller, man.
Come
You
on.
say you Danny
I
Granger.
might even say Jermaine O'Neal and.
Come on,
man.
Come on, man. He said Danny
Oh
Granger.
man, those are But I know what you're saying.
Yeah. What I was gonna say though, Paul George, you know what he's gonna give you.
Yeah.
That 30 points, he's gonna give you that every game.
Yeah, with the heart, with the rebounds, the dimes.
Yeah.
It's
It's what the other guys.
That's
do
why I
to
said
help
it's
him out.
Monte Ellis and George Hill. If these two guys come to play, if they match Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, and they let Paul George be more of a
and that's why I'm gonna take
over.
Indiana.
closer,
They
That's why
have
I'm
a
gonna go
chance.
with
They have a
Indiana.
legit
They
chance
do.
of winning this.
they're already up on the
They're
series.
scrappy.
They're already up on the
scrappy.
series.
They're already back in the playoffs.
And
Yeah.
one thing we haven't even mentioned this whole time: Frank Vogel's an excellent coach. He is a hell of a coach.
We could all agree on that.
Yeah.
He's taken them to the Eastern Conference Finals before. He almost took out LeBron. He's a good coach, and with the pieces that moved around and what they did, reshuffling in the offseason, a lot of guys didn't give this team no credit. They said it's going to be a lottery bound. They're not going to be the same, and they came back and they're fighting, and they got a chance right. They're up 1-0 on a number 2 seed
He's a
in
number
their
2 seed.
house.
Yeah.
You might have
gonna
made a
be good.
good pick right there, Buffalo.
We'll see that.
I mean, my fault, man. I know you asked me not to say that no more, but it just slips out sometimes.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Miami, Charlotte. I think
this one's another piece of cake.
I think everybody's going Miami on this
I'm
one.
gonna go Miami with you guys on this one, but I said it before. I'll say it again. If Nicholas Batum was playing, it would be a totally different series. It would go to 7 games.
Batum Doom.
Charlotte would give them a run for their money if Batum was at 100%.
You know,
And I mean, Al Jefferson's smoking weed. It's all. I mean, Kemba's having the best year of his career.
Yeah, he needs
Jeremy
Kemba is a stud.
Jeremy Lin is proving that he's an actual basketball player. Not consistent, but he's showing that he could really.
he
play.
will catch you slipping. He will catch you slipping 1 or 2
will.
games.
He will.
He will.
A series because
like that Spurs comeback, boy.
If you could do that in the playoffs, and Kemba has a good game,
Jeremy Lin will give you 3 great games in the playoffs. If you went all the way to the finals. If you went all the way to the
Yeah.
finals, he'd give
Out
you
of 14
3
games,
He'd give you 3 great ones.
I think he's capable of 2
He'll-
series.
Hey,
You know?
if he wins you, how many games does it take to win a championship?
16.
4, 8, 16. He can win you 3 of them.
Can the rest of the team?
Yeah,
win
you
the
know what I'm
rest?
saying? He'll get you 3. I don't know which 3, but all right.
I
We'll
think
move-
Charlotte, Charlotte. As much as I like Charlotte, they don't stand a chance. So
All right, we'll move on.
Miami's my pick to get all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. So
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
It's not that I'm hating on Charlotte. I think they're going up against a superior opponent from 1 through 5, maybe,
No,
in
Miami's
every
stacked.
position.
I
I
mean,
think we
it's
should talk
great
about
to see
Miami,
D
yeah.
Wade just back. You know, we get
Yeah.
to see D Wade again, so
Yeah.
that's beautiful right
Yeah.
there.
Noel Dang is having an awesome
Dang,
year.
Joe Johnson,
doing his
you know,
thing.
Joe
Joe Johnson got off Brooklyn, and now he's getting a chance
that's-
for a
that
ring.
is
I mean,
deadly.
I know you know this already, but
That
let
is
me just say
deadly.
Whiteside is arguably the best center in the game right now.
I would say one of the best rim protectors.
I would say
I wouldn't
center.
say best pure center.
I would.
The Whiteside, he's one of mine. He's
Yeah.
on the cheaters.
He's good. He's up there. The fact that he's in the conversation, but he's still got a lot to learn.
Yeah, if I was starting
he
a
still
team
has,
and I needed a center, that would be my guy
Hey,
right now.
I'm hoping he goes to the Lakers.
Whoa.
DeAndre? You gonna say
Over
DeAndre?
Boogie?
No, I'll take Cousins.
No, I would.
Number
Over
one.
Boogie?
Yeah.
All right, Andy. All right, Andy G.
What has he done for the Kings recently? You can't even
That
get
whole,
him an
that,
eight
that
seed.
whole organization is in turmoil. That's not his fault.
Then you should, when he becomes a free agent, you should go to another team. Hasn't
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Let's move on to this next series, though. This is a tough one. I think Atlanta, Boston.
That is a tough
That
one.
is a tough one.
It's the 4-5.
We might disagree on this one, I think.
I think we're gonna have a little disagreements.
But here's the thing.
Well, I'll let
Here's
you
the
go
thing
first.
first.
I'll
Here's the
let you
thing
go
first of
first.
all. Let me make this all clear so everybody out there knows. We're all Laker fans here.
Yes.
So we're all gonna be biased
We all don't like the
to
Celtics.
not letting the Celtics get by. We're gonna try to keep it as objective as possible.
And I'm a Yankees fan, so it's
Oh,
deep.
so-
yeah. But anything Boston,
Anything
back-
Boston related, I don't want no part of. That being said,
Okay.
they got a hell of a coach. They got Isaiah Thomas.
That's my guy.
He's a
right
baller,
there.
yeah.
That's my guy right there.
Baller shot caller. I wanted the Lakers to sign him, but
Oh, man.
Phoenix got to him first, and I guess I don't even think LA was really looking at him because
We got-
they're probably
we got-
looking at him like, oh, he's a little undersized, prototypical.
We got
guard,
DR, D'Angelo
Yeah,
Russell
I
here.
mean, well, how it happened now, I won't change. You know,
Solinger is having a good year too. Let's not forget about Solinger. He's capable of 10 points, 10 rebounds a
That's his
game.
boy right there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say great. I mean, well, I was talking from the fantasy perspective.
He let you down in the finals too.
Man.
Now I'm talking about. I had him too. I had him in my team too. It's okay. It's okay. He's capable of 10 and 10 a game, but when he does like 7
All right,
points,
man, you bounce back next year. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, just don't cut Marvin Williams next year, man. That was, I mean, you gave me, you gave me a gift on that one.
Yeah,
He came back to haunt you in the finals.
He did show up. For
He was incredible.
That was
top 50 player.
one of the pieces
Got it for free, mid-season.
that you had for me. That
Yeah, you just
Ball for you.
You just happened to drop him, man. I mean, one man's trash is another man's treasure, I guess. You know what they say.
so who are you picking in the series?
Oh,
We could all agree that Boston has a good team, even though we don't
yes.
like them.
Atlanta's good too.
But Atlanta, they've been there,
Atlanta's-
done that before.
yeah.
They have the experience. Is that gonna?
It's
What is that gonna mean?
I'm gonna give them
It's
the
gonna
upset.
mean a
I want
lot.
to pick the upset. I mean, it's a slight upset, but I'm gonna pick an upset here.
Boston.
And Laker fans are gonna hate me for this, but I think they're gonna win. I think Boston's gonna pull it out because, man, when they play in Boston, they're tough.
Keep
They're
in mind
tough.
they were almost a 3 seed.
They were right there.
You know, they
were right
lost
there at
that
the top.
last game,
They
man.
almost won that last game too.
You know what I mean? So
in Atlanta, they almost won.
Atlanta's good, but Boston, I think, and we're talking about two good coaches here. I don't want to just, I don't want to disrespect Budenholzer because he's coming from the Popovich tree and he's one heck of a coach.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Paul Millsap. Oh man, this guy has played phenomenal all year.
I'm gonna agree with you that not on the pick, but the Boston Celtics have a bright future as far as the team goes. They have a great coach, like you said. I'm gonna take the Hawks.
okay, you're gonna go with the experienced team. You know, the Hawks need this. I feel like the Hawks need this because of where they were.
Yeah, they can't have a first round upset. They'll have
This
to match
might be the toughest.
This is the closest one though. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's an upset either
This
way.
is
It's
the
a coin
toughest one
toss.
for me. And I'm gonna go with my guy IT2. I'm gonna take the Celtics.
Oh man, I hate that you agree with me. I want to change my pick. I want to go. I want to go with the Hawks.
All right, you taking the Hawks
I'm
now?
taking the Hawks.
All
I'm
right.
taking the Hawks.
All right. then.
All right, and you're taking the Hawks
I'm taking
too,
the
right?
Hawks,
All right.
yeah, for
You
sure.
gotta understand how much I hate picking. You know, I ain't trying to pick them to win, but I'm just looking at it. You know, strictly from an objective
I think
standpoint.
I think the Hawks are good. They're a good pick, so you're good.
No, that's
The only problem with
that's a great one.
one thing that I just thought of, Avery Bradley has a hamstring injury. He might not be playing. So
Okay.
but the problem
You know
it's
what?
not necessarily a problem because now you freeing up more minutes for Evan Turner, Marcus Smart, and Smart played a pretty
Smart's
good
good.
layup game. His
Smart's
first
a good
layout
player.
game, he played.
Yeah.
Well, not
But
his first,
Avery
but
Bradley is
you know,
he's like almost like
he's
I mean obviously with Isaiah Thomas there, but
He
he's
brings
almost like
that
the he's
defensive
like the
factor.
engine.
He's their
just-
best defender.
he is that. He is
He's their
that.
best defender.
and he helps that offense go.
He
I
does.
mean Isaiah Thomas is gonna have a lot of work. You know what? That's a tough call for me. I took that Boston. That ATL is looking real good for you guys right now.
But here's the thing, they
I might
got
need to
Crowder
jump
coming
ship.
back. They
I might
got
need to
Crowder
jump
coming
ship.
back.
If he jump ship, he's gonna go back to Boston.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep where I'm at. I'm gonna keep where I'm at. I'm
You gonna go with ATL?
Nah, I'm gonna stay in Boston, man. I'm gonna let you guys keep that.
Okay. I'm just trying to look out for you. You know, I don't want us pick all the same ones. Then, you know, we can't take
Yeah.
shots at each other later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You guys
Takes
are
the fun
having a
out of
little.
it.
You guys are having a little material.
Takes the fun out of it. I don't mind being wrong from time to time. You know?
Well, all right. That's gonna do it for this segment. When we come back, we're gonna get into the Western Conference.
Okay, I'm taking a picture of the hot wing because it looks so pretty. And now I'm gonna eat the hot wing, even though I'm afraid it's gonna hurt. It smells really good. Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh, it's really hot. That is so good. I love it. I like all four. I can't pick a favorite now. And I think I'm not in pain. Am I going to be in pain in like a minute? Because right now I think I'm okay. It's so good.
All right. Well, let's get into the Western Conference, gentlemen. Golden State, Houston. I mean, obviously, it seems like
That's a no-brainer.
It is
a no-brainer,
Golden
but
State for sure will take this.
Nah,
at
there's no
present
but.
time,
There's no but.
Steph Curry's gonna sit out game two.
Yeah, you got to worry about the injury, but
I think they can
there's
take
no
him
but.
without him.
Yeah,
I think they can take
agree.
him without him.
I agree.
They don't need him.
The beard. All right. All right. How many games can Houston win? How about that? All right,
They might get one.
You got them getting one.
They might get one. Without
think-
Curry, they might get one in Houston.
Yeah, I think they
Maybe.
will win 2 games.
2 games.
Only because they do have Harden, who's a very dominant scorer, in my opinion, one of the most
He,
Man,
dominant.
don't
he gets
play
to
no
the rack.
defense.
He gets to the rack.
If he has
don't
two,
play no defense.
If he has 2 44-point games, they're probably going to win those games.
Yeah,
That's the
but
thing.
But he does
the object of
spirit-
the game is score more points than your opponent. So if he's giving up the
yeah.
same amount of points,
What's going to come out to their
And
big
he does
guys?
disappear in the playoffs.
Capella, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, where's he been? You know, what is he doing? That's what it's going to come down to. If those big...
choke
I give him one.
Choke
I give
City.
him one.
one.
I give
that's,
him
being,
Maybe-
that's being generous.
maybe
That's
I'm
being-
giving-
that's being
I think-
Yeah,
generous.
keep it real. That's being
I'm being
generous.
generous.
These guys are.
Two's really generous.
This is a
Should be a
well-oiled
sweep.
machine.
Should be a sweep.
These
We're
guys are
going
looking
without
to beat
Curry.
you down.
With you, Luke Walton
From
can
pillar
coach
to
him to a
post.
sweep.
Yeah.
I think you know.
And with Curry out, that just gives Klay Thompson more shots, and
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
great shooter.
And Livingston is no slouch.
Livingston,
you know, he brings something
Iguodala.
different.
It's- man,
more
another-
defense.
another
You got
guy. It's
Iguodala
great to see
coming
him
in,
playing.
And then they're gonna run the offense through Draymond Green more. You know.
Yeah, Golden State will definitely take the series.
All right, we'll move on.
And
Spurs, Memphis. Oh, did you
One
want?
other thing. Patrick Beverly's greatest influence in the game, the series, was slowing down Curry. Now what's he gonna do? I don't think he's
He's
capable
gonna
of.
do now.
I don't think he's capable of locking down Klay Thompson.
He's
It's not
not,
possible.
no.
So
You
now
say
his
he's
greatest asset has just been removed. It's like Golden State just playing mind games
I
with
think
them.
he's still
Like
going to be scrappy. He's still going to be
He's still gonna
diving
do
on the
his
ground,
thing,
trying
but-
to take people's knees and shit. I know. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Might have to-
Wow, you sound you put him in the Bruce Bowen category
I am
as,
putting
as,
him in the
as
Bruce Bowen.
defense.
Listen, if he's on your team, you like him. If he's not on your team, you know for a fact he's out there to get someone hurt and out of the game. It's just easy to tell. Bruce Bowen's done it to a lot of guys. I've seen this guy run at people's knees. Patrick Beverly, I see him in games diving at knees. You know, I call it like I see it.
Yeah,
like you do.
no,
It's a
I mean,
physical game.
Hey, I'm not
It's
disputing
a
it.
physical game, and you want to have a
I'm
player
not
like that on your
disputing
team,
it.
but
No, you're right. When he's on your team,
you like it. He's playing defense, but when he's not on your team,
he said he's playing
yeah.
defense.
When he's not on your team,
One of the two guys on the team that knows how to play defense, him and Ariza.
exactly.
I
And
would say it's about-
We need Ariza back. I wouldn't mind getting Ariza back.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Lakers get
You know he
get
wants
Ariza.
him out. You know he wants out of there.
If we
Get
don't get
Ariza
Durant,
back. Get Ariza.
if we don't get Kevin Durant.
Or Harrison Barnes. I wouldn't
Whoa,
mind
whoa,
seeing
whoa,
Harrison
whoa,
Barnes
whoa,
in no
whoa,
purple and gold.
whoa! Did I just say Kevin Durant, and you follow that up with or Harrison Barnes?
No, I said Trevor Ariza or Harrison Barnes. Come on, man. You gotta
You
get,
feel me, right?
You gotta get your ears
You-
checked.
no,
You gotta
no.
get
I
your
think
ears
he's
checked.
putting him in the other, not the Durant conversation, in the
Yeah,
Ariza.
I
You're
mean,
talking about
I like
Ariza.
Harrison
No, Ariza.
Barnes,
Yeah,
too.
instead of if we don't get Ariza, then I'm cool with Harrison.
Alright, man.
Come on, man.
I'm just making sure, champ. You know.
what do we got next?
All right, let's move on. Spurs,
Depression hit
Memphis.
you hard, huh?
I ain't depressed, man. Hey, man.
Did you get my belt polished?
I told you, your belt is coming, man. They just putting a few more diamonds on it, and you're gonna get your title, champ.
Okay. Okay.
Man, back up.
Better not be no rope. Man, it's like that, huh?
Want to give another shout
Hey, man, you
out
still
to my
got-
co-host.
Hey, you still got a price tag on that thing or something? What's up with the plastic?
Hey, man.
You trying to return it? Trying to return it back to the store after today?
Whatever, man. I
Come on,
slept
man.
with this joke around. Hey, man, this
Come on,
plastic
man.
will have to fall off.
Come on, man.
All right, Spurs, Memphis.
We on TV.
Before we start
Come on.
talking about that
They
series,
can't
Spurs
see the
Memphis, because
plastic.
it's going to be a quick one. We all think the Spurs are going to win. I'm sure of it. But I just
All
wanted
right,
to
but
say-
but we can always say how many games.
Listen, I
We
just
go over
want
under.
it's gonna be
Oh, it's gonna be a
be a sweep. It's gonna be 4-0.
Yeah,
It's a sweep.
Yeah, we're all taking sweep on this one.
The only
Yeah.
thing I want to say is I feel terrible for what happened with Memphis as far as injuries go, because they were
Marc Gasol, Mike
Gasol,
Conley, a
Mike-
lot of losses.
That's basically
Is
your
this
whole
the
starting lineup.
greatest playoff run in the playoffs this year? Just for them to even be, you know what I'm saying?
Just to
even
make
be,
it.
To even be in the playoffs,
Well,
is this the most
They were
amazing
ve-
one?
but they were very good in the beginning half of the year when
Until
all their
Gasol
guys
were- yeah.
were healthy,
Mhm.
and when they got injured, I think ultimately the ship completely fell apart when Mike Conley went down. Because even without Gasol, Conley was still
Dude,
a stabilizing force. But
And
when
they
he
even
went
lost
out,
Zebo
it
for a
was
stretch.
done.
Oh man,
It's
Yeah,
been a tough.
they-
they
been a
lost
tough
their
year.
three best players. Like
been a
you
tough
take
year.
the big three off of a team.
Let's just give Vince Carter his credit.
Yeah,
real
Vince
quick.
Carter.
Wow.
Jordan Farmar came in. You know, he
Matt
played
Barnes is
alright.
Matt Barnes is holding them down.
I can't
Yeah.
stand Matt Barnes, but he did hold him down.
Jermichael Green coming off the bench. You know, he's
Oh
doing
man,
some
you see
things.
Pop the other night. He said he was like Vince was playing, and he said, "Man, you still look 24."
Mhm. And he did in that game. What he had like
16, yeah, 16,
points, yeah.
16. You let him in score. All right, so we all got sweep on that one. All right, this is a tough matchup, I think. OKC Dallas.
It is in real time. I don't, I don't know when the people are going to be watching this, but we just saw Dallas win a game in OKC.
So,
That was
Yeah.
so this is a veteran team.
They know what they're doing.
Dirk Diggs is not going anywhere.
They got the championship pedigree, head coach,
Experience, yeah.
Head
and their
coach.
superstar
Superstar.
organization. They're used to being in
Wes
the playoffs.
Matthews is playing out of control, at least in this game.
Shout out to Raymond Felton. This guy played the game of his life today.
Raymond Felton played.
21 points, 11 boards.
Yeah.
Might have hit the game-winning layup. Actually, that was Wes Matthews hit
Wes
the
Matthews did
game-winning
that,
layup.
He almost missed the game with the free throws. That's
actually,
right.
Felton break those 2 free throws. Look, he got lucky. They Oklahoma City
Man,
threw it away at the end.
because it was a last second shot at the end.
It
It looked
was.
like OKC won.
Durant had a bunny.
So
They're all
then
playing
Durant missed the bunny.
Adams,
Adams,
1 second
puts
away
it
from
back.
a clean putback. .1.
And
you
then-
talking .1?
yeah.
It's off his tips, you know.
And then Felton looks like he lost the game, so he's on
He's
the
already-
ground.
he's already-
He's like,
he's
man, I
already
blew
like-
it. And then for it to be
And he
reversal,
got
oh
a second
man,
chance. Ooh.
man, come on, Felton, hold it together, brother.
Going back to Dallas. Tough
You
place
didn't
to play
call
in the
something out.
playoffs.
Y'all won
That's
it.
gonna be a good series.
Yes.
Man, he's gonna be drained after that. That emotional roller coaster that quick of feeling like you lost it for your team and that.
And then just like that, they're gonna get JJ Barea back at home, game
Oh
3.
wow! So
That's a good playoff player
You know,
too, right there.
it is. He's proven. You know,
Yes.
done
So-
it before.
is Dallas capable of the upset?
They're capable. Let's not get.
Parsons is.
He's out. He's done for the year.
okay.
He might. They said he might be able to come back
Next round.
if it's like second or third round, but that's an iffy proposition.
Him.
They gotta
healthy
play
would
with what they
make a
got.
Big difference. I'm gonna
So-
have to take OKC.
All right, yeah. Who we
They're-
kidding?
they're
Everybody-
cap- they're capable.
Everybody's taking OKC, so we have to sweep on this one. But
We
what's
can't,
the
you
over?
can't call it a sweep. It's already.
Oh, we can't call it the sweep. Yeah,
I think it's going 6.
it could be a gentleman's sweep. It could be 5.
I think it's 6.
6 games.
Dallas is gonna win 1 at home.
They'll
Yeah.
win another.
They're gonna
They'll
win
definitely
1 at
another.
home. Oklahoma City's gonna want to go take 1 back. It's gonna come back to OKC 2-2,
I will also,
and
I'm
then
gonna say
Oklahoma
4-2.
City. I think ultimately they're gonna start playing games and they're gonna go after them. Game 5
Okay.
at home, and then they're gonna finish it off on the
it
road.
off,
I
yeah.
think. I don't think they're gonna let it
Maybe
get
it
to
goes to
7.
7.
I don't think they're gonna let it get to 7.
I'm gonna say 7 on this one.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
okay. So you got to
heard it
win
here.
it 3. All right.
I like Dallas.
Man, I really-
especially with Barea.
Man, if they would have had Chandler Parsons, I'd go 7. Without him, I'm gonna give him 2 games. I give him 2.
2 is fair. They got
I
1.
give 'em 2.
I think they're gonna win another 1 at home.
Yeah, they're gonna win a game at home for sure. But OKC, Durant's too hungry right now, coming back from that injury. You know, this is his last year possibly in OKC. This, they're gonna take care of business.
Let me
Imagine if
see-
it's a first round exit for them though. How that would be.
Oh.
That would be tough.
Do they stay?
That'll be good
does
for
he,
the Lakers.
does he
That's broke.
stay?
He's gone. He's
Good for
gone.
the Lakers though.
He's
He does
gone.
not
First
stay,
round
though.
upset, we gone. So
Yeah.
I think we should all be the biggest Dirk Nowitzki fans right now because if he has a resurgence, which is what I was about to talk about, I want to give a shout out to Dirk. This guy, he's playing at a high level, similar to what Kobe has done.
But he's
You
done it
know?
all year.
Yeah, and he's done it all year. He's helping the team win. He's had some big performances. He's had some 40-point
Yeah,
games.
he really has.
If this guy comes to play in the playoffs, which he's known for, he's known to be one of the clutchest.
And Dirk, I
You know?
trust, man.
If he comes to play and he puts up those kinds of games where he's making those threes rain from outside and they got no answer for him, OKC might be in a bit of a trouble here because they didn't look too good today.
that's why I said
they
7.
kind of choked.
That's what I have to say.
But I still expect.
That was a bunny. That
But I
was a
still
bunny.
expect Westbrook and Durant to come out next game on
Yeah.
fire. They don't play like this too often.
No.
That's why they're superstars. They're gonna come back at it. I don't think ultimately Dallas has enough firepower to keep up. Even if Dirk has 40-point games,
Yeah.
if Durant and Westbrook both do their thing,
It's too much.
it's too
You know
much.
what I think?
Too much
The boys-
firepower to overcome.
You know how this game literally.
Wesley
came-
Matthews is he's a shooter.
He is.
He puts
He
him
is.
up. That's buckets right there.
You know how this game came down to like last second? I think that's what the series is gonna come down to, and that's why I say imagine the Thunder losing, because if it comes down to Game 7 and they're up by 1 point, and
But they kinda killed
the
them in
Mavericks
Game
have
1.
8 seconds left,
Kind of like
to get-
tonight. Game like tonight. Could
But the
happen.
whole series comes down to that.
But they killed them in game 1.
They did.
They
but
they demolished them. It wasn't
Yeah.
even close from start to finish.
And
they
that's the thing
demolished
is that there's
so
no
when they're playing
way.
at their best,
There's no
I think
way.
Dallas got
that's
no
what,
shot.
That's why I'm saying 7, because it might go to Game 7 and they might blow them out again. So
I don't think Oklahoma City trying to get 7 before going to
Nah.
San Antonio. They're not trying to mess around. They know what's coming up. They know what's
I
at
think
stake.
that's what the Mavericks are gonna give them though.
We will see.
We'll
Hey,
see.
I'll give you this. I was wrong about today. I said Oklahoma City was going to kill them at home.
Yeah,
You
remember I
proved,
said
you
they-
proved me
they have to
wrong.
win
You know,
if they wanna
I'll
have
say
a
it right
chance.
here for everybody to hear. You know, I was
Well, I
wrong.
really feel like if they want to have a chance in this series, they have to take a away game.
How that bell holding up there, man?
Oh, this one right here?
Hey, I got a
The
question.
champion of hosts? Oh, yeah, this one.
I got a question for you. You got the new champions manual, right?
Yeah, the champions, man.
Did you read through it? Did you just
course,
flip
man.
through it, or did you actually read it? Because
Yeah,
in there it says article, I believe 13C. says you can't wear a man's belt if you didn't win the championship. That's a 1-year suspension, automatic.
I mean, it was my birthday, man. I just had a birthday.
And you're the commissioner, man. You should be on top of this.
I gotta pull out the champions manual.
I know you got a copy. You showed it to me last time.
It is a nice belt.
It is.
In this last matchup,
This is a good one.
this is a really good one. Star power.
Yes.
I mean, you talking about CP3?
Big
You talking
game
about?
dang.
I mean, this is
yeah.
exciting. I mean, number
Blake
one.
Griffin coming back.
Number one.
And CJ McCollum is up there with those guys too. You gotta.
After losing all these pieces, Portland, they're still number 5 seed.
It's unbelievable.
Coach of the Year candidate right there, Terry Stotts.
Number
He
5
is doing an unbelievable job with makeshift pieces from all these different rosters. You know, you get,
I'm glad you mentioned it too. A lot of people don't talk about how great he's been.
he is.
Yeah.
He gets Mason Plumlee cast off from Brooklyn. They didn't want no part of him. They get
Crab.
Noah Vonleh.
Crab off the bench.
Charlotte wants no part of him. And they get all these guys, Al Farouk Aminu, nobody wanted him,
Yeah.
so they get all these cast-offs, and they build it around these 2 young guards, and they got some chemistry. They play with some heart. That's big game Dame right there, but also, like you said, CJ McCollum,
Yeah.
he plays with a lot of heart too. These guys, one of the best
Where do you
backcourts
got?
in the NBA.
Where do you have big game Dame right now in the game as far as guards, point guards?
Point guards?
Point guards. Where would you put
Man,
him?
that's
Top
a tough
three?
top 5, I would say. I wouldn't go so far as top 3.
I would say Chris Paul,
Curry's up there.
Curry.
Westbrook's
All right.
up there.
Paul's
Paul's up there. So I don't think he's not surpassing those
Would you
3.
stay after Westbrook?
Huh? Curry, Westbrook, and Chris Paul.
That's 3.
That's 3 already.
That's 3 tough ones.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I totally forgot about Westbrook.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
Forget about what I'm just saying. I got a lot of love for
Let's say
Dame.
top 5.
Yeah,
Let's say
definitely top 5. He's
Okay.
up there. I say number 4. I
Number
put
4.
him, and then I say maybe
Just
your
out of
boy
the-
Kyrie.
Just out of the top 3.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
A lot of people are gonna kill me for this. There's a lot of people out there I know that think Kyrie's the best point guard in the game, and
I'll tell you this.
I can't agree with that.
I'll tell you this. That's why LeBron went back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was getting a
Potentially top 5 point guard.
stud, a killer, somebody that could bring it on home. You know what I mean? Because LeBron needs help.
Yeah, you're
Can't
right.
He
do
can
it by
do a
himself.
lot. He needs somebody that can bring it on home, and Kyrie can
That's what
bring it
Dwayne Wade
on
was to
home.
him in
Yep.
Miami.
That's exactly what D Wade was. The only thing is, I feel like D Wade played better D and was
Oh yeah, he was a more complete two-way
more
player.
complete
He's a better
two-way player.
player.
You know,
and one of the clutchest
more
players
accurate
of all
shooter.
time.
Clutch. So
And he won a ring before LeBron ever came to Miami.
exactly.
So,
So
he
it's
already,
tough to just
he's-
say that this is
you
going to be
know,
my new D Wade because
His,
D Wade
you
was.
can't put a lot of people on his level.
D-Wade was
when you talk
very-
about D Wade in this era, you got to put him in a conversation with Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's Kobe,
No.
but he's in that conversation.
They're
And there's
the-
very few
yeah.
players you can say
They're
that
the only ones
that
in
can
that
go up to that
conversation.
echelon. In terms of shooting guards, two ways, championship winners, clutch
Oh,
players.
Even if you
He
think
is-
all time, bro, who you got? Jordan?
All time,
Yeah,
all
Jordan.
time, all time. He's up there.
Dominique Wilkins.
And he did this without a 3-point shot. Imagine that. He went his entire career without a 3-point
That's
shot. He said,
what
"I'm
he
gonna dominate the inside," and he
Yeah.
got, he was, incredible.
Fearless.
Incredible.
If we get a few more years out of D Wade, I think that's the only
Definitely.
thing is that's what keeps his
Hey,
name
none
from
of you
being.
Let me just tell you right now, if none of you draft him, I'm taking him again next year.
Hey, man, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, hey,
No one drafted him
nobody's
this year?
thinking about picking up D Wade. I'm getting him next year, boy.
I had him all year this year.
Man.
I hate having to drop him.
It's tough,
Yeah,
but
it's
you know
tough.
what though? Because especially in the fantasy world, D Wade is a guy that when it's our championship, he might be taking those couple days of rest to
Yep.
get ready for the playoffs.
But then again, LeBron's going to do that too, bro. You never know.
you never know.
You never know what's gonna happen. They
It's
could
so
be
tough.
they could be in the fight for seeding like they were this year and play every single game. That's what happened.
Or you could be, have
Or you
Steph
could
Curry
be-
going for 73
You
and
never know.
killing it the
You
last
never
night.
know.
Yeah, Steph Curry
Almost
might have
bringing
not
home
played.
the championship.
And maybe that might be why he's tweaked his ankle because he's playing all these heavy minutes in these meaningless games.
He might have not played in the last
you
couple.
know?
They they didn't play a lot of.
Yeah, but he dropped 46. He was going for that 3-point record on that last day. He
Dude,
he was trying to beat
how many
Kobe's 13
fourth quarters he sat down. He's in his prime, bro. He can handle that.
Yeah.
He should. If he can't, you know what I mean. Especially as many. Once again,
Yeah, his minutes have been managed really well.
that's what I'm saying. They manage his minutes well.
Listen,
This is a tough series right here. This is a tough series. Where we going?
I think this is the first 7-game series I'm going to pick. I think it's going to be in LA, Game 7 for the chance to advance. I think I got the Clippers.
So you got a 7 going with the Clippers.
I want to
I
say
got-
7 too, but I don't think Blazers. The Clippers are just too much. They have too much.
Portland's going to give him trouble up there in Portland. I'll give you the man.
Listen,
when that fan base gets
I know, but
rocking,
look, last year it helped them beat the Rockets. They beat the Rockets last year,
Yeah.
right? It helped them, their fan
Game
base.
Dame.
But they had Batum.
Yeah.
They had Wes Matthews.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
LaMarcus
Robin
Aldridge.
Lopez.
They
Yeah,
can't do
entirely
that this
different
year.
team.
They can't do it without that team. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Clippers in 6 or 4-2.
Clippers in 6.
I think Portland's good enough to win a couple games. They're not gonna take it to 7 and surprise them or anything. You know.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of agreeing with Andy on this one. I feel like
You guys think it's over quick, huh?
not
not the same
quick.
Portland
It's not
team.
quick. I just feel like the Clippers this year they look
They
like
got something to
They're
prove.
stacked.
like they have
It's
something to
back.
prove.
Yeah.
Like
Picking up
especially after
Green was
last
big.
year. It's they might have took a look at where the champagne was at last year. You know what I mean? They took out the Spurs in the first round. It was like,
Yeah, and they got two
well, y'all
exciting-
keep the champagne. And so what? And then boom, they lost. So like this
They
year,
slept
it's
on the
like
Rockets.
it's like business this year for
Yeah.
them. So I really
And
feel
Blake
like
Griffin's well rested. Well rested. You know, for in case people out there don't know, he knocked out one of his equipment
knocked out one of his
managers.
own. Knocked out
Yeah,
one of his own.
Use it as an excuse to miss another 6-7 weeks of the season. You know,
Cancun
but he been
was
chilling.
calling.
He been resting. Now he's ready for the real deal. He's,
Yeah.
he's back for the playoffs.
I gotta say, I'm a big
He's
fan of
looking
Blake
good.
Griffin, man.
He's
His
looking
footwork.
good.
Yo,
He's attacking the paint. He's not settling for those jumpers.
Blake is a monster.
If he
He's
continues
one of
attacking,
my.
He is.
He's probably one of my 5 favorite players in the league right now. As far as guys that I pull for right now, I really like his game. I
would
love
disagree.
his game.
I would disagree.
You
I
don't like his game?
I like Redick more than I like.
You like JJ?
I like.
I don't know about that one.
I think
You
he's
like JJ?
I think we got an issue here with that. I mean, anybody picking JJ Redick over Blake Griffin to build their franchise. I mean, we
Well, I
got.
didn't say I'm building
we
a
got an
franchise
issue.
around JJ.
We got an
Redick,
issue
bro.
here.
I did not say.
And see, it sounds like a personal vendetta, but
No,
you know,
no, no.
we'll get to that next time. We'll get to
You
that.
see
I-
Blake's footwork, man?
I enjoy watching
He
Redick
backed
more.
this dude down last night or something like, and he went like this, and then he came back this way and jumped up and like and
Oh,
hooked
he's-
it under the rim. Like
Yeah, he's
he
supposed to do
will
that. He has
put you
more
on
hops than
skates out there.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about the hops, man. There's been a lot of players that came in here with incredible athleticism that never learned footwork, that never learned skill.
You're right.
They never learned how to
Passes.
finish in the paint.
The passes. I mean, he can hit a 3. I mean, his game
His
is
IQ
so.
playing with Chris Paul
Oh,
has elevated to a
God.
whole other level because he's the best
true.
floor general in the game. Chris Paul is.
Chris Paul
and he's
takes-
making everybody else raise their level of intelligence on the basketball court. Blake Griffin
Yeah.
has a lot that he learned from him in terms of his vision, and that high pick and roll that he runs with Chris Paul, and then he lobs it up to DeAndre.
Oh,
Who can
man.
stop that? Who can
It's
stop
hard
that? I mean,
to
that's
stop.
very hard to
It's hard
stop.
to
You know, if
stop.
executed properly, because you have shooters, Redick, your boy. You got Crawford on the
Crawford,
other side.
yeah.
You got the guys in the corner stretching the defense. They can't cheat too much.
Let's talk about Crawford
who's gonna
too.
stop?
Crawford's playing unbelievable.
Another
He's-
6 man of the
And
year,
the third
type
time,
of year.
third time,
Yeah.
it's never been done.
I mean, he's the official 6th man, right?
He is. He's known
the
as
sixth man
the
of
6th man
of the NBA,
of
right?
his career. You know,
Him or Lou Williams? Who's the 6th man?
Oh, it's Jamal.
It's Jamal Crawford.
It's
yeah.
Jamal.
I don't mean this year. I don't mean
like,
this year.
I like Lou from Toronto.
Okay.
I like Lou from Toronto, but
Overall, still, it's.
But to be
it's
fair,
Jamal Crawford.
they love to play. They love to play Lowry off the ball and DeRozan at the 3, and that's where he got a lot of run.
Space opened up. Yeah.
They didn't have Corey Joseph back then, so he was able to play point. He flaunted that thing, man.
Hey, man.
Can't wait for mine. If you're saying it's gonna be more tricked out than that, I can't wait to see mine.
Yours is coming, champ. You earned it, man.
Okay,
You earned it, bro.
it better be the heavyweight.
Hey, triple
Listen,
dub. You know what I'm
hey.
saying? You back to back in my league. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait for next year.
Oh, you coming? Everybody gunning hard for it,
Wait
man.
for next year.
This guy already making threats to me. He's like, you ain't gonna get past me.
Because
It's over.
my keepers are solid.
Who are your keepers?
I wanted to save it for that next segment that we have about the keepers, but I'll let you guys know. Jabari Parker,
Nice.
who was my dark, my horse in the dark, he might have a breakthrough season next year. So if you guys
Wait a minute. Did this just say
All
horse
right,
in the
well-
dark?
yeah, he was.
He said horse in the
All right, who your other two?
What's he doing in the dark? A dark alley? Come on, man.
He was my pick
I'm
in the
messing
dark.
with you. I'm messing with you.
I picked him up.
I know what you're saying.
I
I
picked
just
him
say
up
he's
in
just,
the
he's
just
a
sleeper.
young-
He's
I
just
picked him
sleeper.
up in the 5th round.
Number
He was
2 overall
injured.
pick. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he was injured when I drafted him this year. I had him on the injury reserve list.
Oh, you like that? That injury reserve list.
Yeah, I kept him on there for the majority of the season. He came back after the All-Star break. He was 20-10 guy after the All-Star break. 20-7 guy, let's say.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Points.
Yeah, with
Who
couple
your other
steals.
two?
Mirotic.
Mirotic.
No, in our league, we
Nikola
keeping
Mirotic.
6.
We're keeping 6 in our league.
Yeah, we're keeping 6
The
in our
one
league.
all of us are in.
In my league, we're keeping 6. We're not-
6.
Oh, Mirotic. Oh, man, this guy's still hurting about the 5 steals and 3 blocks, huh? 7 3-pointers.
And next year he's gonna be better than he already is.
Yeah, that's tough. But hey, come on, man. You knew that he was gonna have a good game. It was playing against Philly. Speaking of Philly, how about
Yeah.
that boy Robert Covington? Oh man, he did you dirty. Oh man, another one of your guys you cut and I scooped up and. Oh man, that's gotta be tough. What is it? 25 3-pointers, something like that. Finals. Okay,
So
well,
I'm
sorry.
so
I didn't
I'm
mean
taking
to cut you off. I didn't mean to
I'm
cut you off.
taking I'm gonna take the Clippers 6. And that's gonna do it for this segment.
Oh man, it's like that, huh? I apologize. I
been rough for you.
didn't mean to. I didn't mean to go dig that deep. I didn't mean to. You're still holding the title, so you know. You're still holding
It's
the
my
title.
birthday belt.
Just make sure you look up
Being a
the.
champion host.
You gotta look up the champions manual.
I know, man. I know.
Okay.
1 year suspension
Okay.
for wearing another man's belt
So that means you
during the title reign.
So that means you can't come after my belt.
So I
next
can
year
wear-
if this is gonna hold up. We gotta get an arbitration crew up in here to make sure that everything's
This
being done
isn't your
legit.
belt. Your belt's coming.
Okay.
They just said they had to put a few more diamonds in it, and you're gonna get your belt. All right.
Okay.
That's gonna do it for this.